So Ravan is a well-known Indian mythological character from the history of Ramayana. The word Ravan means in Sanskrit roaring, which is active. Ravan is widely considered to be a symbol of evil, but he also has many qualities that make him a learned scholar. He was well versed in the six Shastras and four Vedas. Ravan is depicted and described as having 10 heads, although sometimes he is shown with only 9 heads. Does the project manager wants to become a Ravan? The project management is always a risky business. Project manager acts as a multi-faced. He wears multiple hats. Now look at the plight of a project manager. People say they act as a multiple person or wear multiple hats, but I take this example as manager can become a Ravan, having multiple heads to think. The heads like he could be a good motivator, a great leader, a good negotiator, excellent planner, a good team builder, a project expert, a quality manager, a trainer, coach, communicator. Does that possible? What is it take to become a Ravan? Now, project management, as though it's a risky business, is also a balancing act. How do you balance your work, your activity, getting out of a risk in the project, maintaining the healthy status of your project? That is what you do, and you walk on those ropes where crocodiles are waiting for you to eat your project success. So that is where I called it it's a balancing act which project manager performs all the time. Now as a project manager, do I want to become a Ravan? Because there are good parts in his deed. He's a great scholar. He was a great warrior. He stood by his family, by his clan. He developed the city Lanka to a beautiful place with advanced technology for people to live in. We called it in our language is gold city. But why I don't want to become a Ravan? Because I have a lot of all the qualities. I have all the things what it takes to be a Ravan. I can act very nicely as a project management manager Ravan. But what does Ravan did in past? He abducted someone's wife. That is in project management term called forcibly applying unethical force in team management, doing favorism, gender biased decision, internal politics. Second, he took Sita, which is Ram's wife, through a cowardly way, knowing that he can't take on Ram. He went through back door. He had his wicked uncle appear as a golden deer, deceive Sita, and when Ram chased the deer, he took away Sita. So this is following unethical practice. This is plagiarism. You cowardly do the things in project management. Next, when Vibhishan, his younger brother, tried to reason him, he was banished from his kingdom. So that's where he showcased he's not a good communicator. He doesn't have any good problem solving strategy. And when Hanuman, the messenger, brought a peaceful message, he was arrested, violating the international norms. Here, Ravan showcased he don't know resource management. He's not a good negotiator. He has no good practice to talk to the resource person. So that's where we don't like to be a Ravan. Though we as a project manager have a lot of qualities like Ravan, we can play with our heads, we can think like Ravan, we can act in 10 within 10 eights, but we don't want to be like Ravan. So I called it now don't want to become a Ravan with 10 heads, rather than I want to become Brahma Vishnu Mahesh, the Trimurti model for PM competencies. What is Brahma's role? He create. He conceptualizes, ideation, initiation. He uses technology, do engineerings. He beautify the things. He does smart creation. He provides pleasant, enjoyable output. Drive for excellence, quality management. Then the second part is Vishnu. He's a strategic thinker. He do strategic project management, do some planning, impeccable communication, administrative and control, generation of infrastructure and resource person. He handles the team. He takes care of the stakeholders. He builds the skills competency of the team. And the last part, where I want to put myself in Mahesh or Sankar's role, is execution, fast tracking, crashing the cycle, do it quick, re engineer, downsize, restructure, or finally, if the projects are not going right, I will demolish or I will revoke, reject the project characteristics. So that is where I want to be, a Trimurti model of project competency called Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. I don't want to become a Ravan in future rather than become the three parts of Indian mythology. They become the three creator of Indian religious Hindu beliefs, where already from many years the belief is we have been practicing project management with a different concept and study altogether. So finally, I can conclude, be a Ravan. Take your team as your heads to act in different situation. Take them along with you. Be a supportive leader. Be a servant leader. And act like a king in the project. So that's where you can take some quality of Ravan as well, but don't be entirely Ravan. So that's where we called be a Ravan, but don't take the unethical practice like a Ravan. Thank you so much.